Hello folks, Angel here. Today I'm going to show you some top tips for killing floor 2 that will just make you survive a little bit longer and just improve the overall effectiveness of your crew. So some of this I'm going to be doing here in the menu screen, and some of it I'm going to be doing in-game, just to give you guys an idea. Alright, so first off, as you guys can see, finally I've got all my classes on level 25, so hopefully they don't do a reset, because I will die a little bit on the inside. Secondly, your Berserker class. Now even on your higher difficulty levels, the Berserker for the first 2 rounds doesn't really need his dosh, his money, his bling, alright? So you can effectively give your money to another player. So for instance, a Berserker is very reliant on a medic, alright? So and your whole team is effectively reliant on a medic, but the Berserker more so because he's more in danger. So the first 2 rounds you can easily give your money to the field medic in the crew, which will drastically improve your survivability of your whole team. Firstly, the medic will be able to get the assault rifle faster, and in my medic video I told you guys that the assault rifle does it's the best healer out of the lot of medic weapons. So remember that's one of the top tips I can give you guys for playing Berserker. Afterwards, then you will see eventually the medic will actually give you money back, or you just tell him, look here, the first money I give you is just for you, get the gun, help the team, and then once you get to round 3 and so forth, then the medic will start giving you money back, because he'll also make a little bit more money because he's healing a lot better. So that tip is more for your normal, hard, and suicidal difficulty. On Hell on Earth you can do it as well. The beauty of this is, and the reason why I'm focusing on it so much, the medic will also be able to give your team armor a lot quicker from the beginning. Now I know when you're playing medic it's a pain in the butt sometimes to be clicking the whole time to give armor, but you save a lot of money from the start. So that's my top tip for playing as the Berserker. Commando. Top tip I can give you guys here is try and use the varmint rifle for as long as possible. It's not the greatest rifle, but its ammo is dirt cheap. Alright, its ammo is really cheap. And like if you have this ammo vest skill, and if you have the tactical reload, it's actually not such a bad gun. And if you have hollow points, you increase its damage quite a bit. Another tip I can give you guys with quite a few classes: don't buy the earliest gun you can get, because at the end of the day you do lose money every time you do buy a new gun. So for the Commando I would say keep the varmint rifle until you can buy the Kalashnikov. Don't buy the bullpup. If you're playing normal you can buy the bullpup because there's too much money to go around. If you are playing hard, suicidal and Hell on Earth, I would seriously recommend stay with the varmint rifle until you can get the Kalashnikov, and then after the Kalashnikov obviously get the Scar. Okay, that's my top tip for playing as Commando. Support. Now the support, the best tip I've got for when you're playing support is obviously weapon penetration, and in the support video I did mention that you need to line up your targets as best as possible to save on ammo. Alright, and another thing, this skill here, so everybody can get some ammo from you. It's your choice, but a lot of people forget to take ammo from you, but in the long run this can save a lot of money. And as you guys can see, I'm talking a lot about money in this game because that's effectively the thing that changes with each difficulty level. Yes, the Zeds do get more hit points and they do get new attacks and they do get more dangerous, but the main thing that gets people killed is money in this game. because on normal difficulty everyone is used to playing and going crazy and buying whichever the nicest guns that they can get their hands on, and then as soon as they go and play hard or suicidal, they just fall to pieces because they don't have those awesome guns anymore. So that's what I'm saying. As far as possible, you need to save money as much as possible, okay, because that will keep everyone alive much more effective. Okay, field medic. Top tip for field medic. This one I'm actually going to show you guys. I'm going to let me just quickly see. It's lacerate. Let me take lacerate and then I'm going to change the difficulty to hard quickly and launch the game. I want to show you guys something with the field medic. Now remember, with the field medic, you when you start, you've got armor already, plus your armor is dirt cheap, and you can obviously give people armor. Now I know this is going to sound petty, but don't even use this starting pistol. Alright, only use it when your health is like really low. I'm going to show you guys how effective this scalpel is. And as you saw, I changed one of my skills to lacerate. Effectively, what that will do, it is when you cut a Z, you will take additional damage afterwards. Now I want you guys to keep an eye on my health, keep an eye on my armor, alright, and just see how effectively am I killing these guys on the first round. Now a lot of people are going to say, yeah, you could have used the pistol. Yes, I could have used the pistol. You are 100% correct. But this is not costing me any money whatsoever. And this round is almost done. Yes, I've lost a bit of armor that I will need to replace. Let's quickly have a look. Remember, I've got the skill on that makes my armor cost next to nothing as well. So I think I just use like 10 dosh worth of armor. Okay, it's slightly more, sorry. It's 68. But now, look at my money. Plus, I can actually sell that pistol as well, get another 100, which puts me on 900 dosh on hard difficulty. I've almost got enough to buy the shotgun, and if there was a berserker here, he could have given me the balance that I required to buy the assault rifle. Just to re-emphasize the point I was making earlier on how to get your medic up to scratch very early in the game. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Let me just change the skill back before I forget it one or other time. Alright, let me get out of here. So that is my top tip for playing as medic, because just starting off on a certain difficulty, the medic is one of the strongest because he starts off with armor. He's got a lot more armor as well. You don't need to go for the lacerate skill. You can stay on the regen one, but it's just, you know, after the time you're gonna kill them a little bit quicker with lacerate on. Yeah, something else I just wanted to mention with the field medic. As you saw, the assault rifle's weight is 7, so that leaves you with another 8. Okay, what you can do with that 8 weight is you can get yourself a grenade launcher. Now, the grenade launcher is just so that you can help control crowds of zombies, but I would not suggest doing it if you are not used to or haven't played as a demolitionist before. Otherwise, I would just say go with another kind of gun. You can even go with the flamethrower or anything else. But I would really recommend using a grenade launcher because it works beautifully. The medic can heal and whatever whenever is required, but if he sees a big group surrounding one player, and you get it a lot where someone gets forced into a corner and then the only thing you can do is throw your healing grenades. So then you can throw the healing grenade, you can switch to your grenade launcher and put one bullet in there. It might just save your teammate. Alright. And like I've mentioned quite a few times before, give people armor. It takes time and it is a pain in the butt sometimes, but every person you give armor to is somebody that's going to buy less armor. And at the end of the day, it's about saving money. And that will make the game a lot easier by saving money. Alright, now, next class I want to give some quick tips about is demolition. Alright, now I've seen and I've played a lot of games where I see people playing the Demolitionist wrong, in my personal opinion, because it's not the way I would play the Demolitionist, and that's just my personal opinion. So I'm just going to tell you guys how I see a Demolitionist, how he should play, and what is my tips. Firstly, a Demolitionist should only shoot into a group of Zs. If there's one single Z, I'm not referring to a flesh pound. If there's one single flesh pound, yes, shoot him. That is your job. Your role in the group is to kill flesh pounds. But your second job is to control crowds. Alright? Remember, the commando and, for instance, the gunslinger, and even your berserker and your field medic. Alright? They are all there to take out the lower Zs. You don't need to be that guy that has to shoot every single round just to prove a point that he's got more kills than everybody else. Yes, you are going to have more kills because your job is to shoot into groups and kill large groups. But you also don't need to be stealing so much XP and money from your teammates to feed your own pride, if I can put it like that. Alright, so only shoot selectively, because remember, the Demolitionist's ammo is very expensive as well. So if you operate selfishly with the Demolitionist, in other words, you are using up all of your ammo each round and stuff like that, you are not helping your team. You are effectively taking money away from your team and XP that the other players are also wanting. And personally, if I have someone like that in my team, I would kick them out, because he's not helping at all. He's just helping himself. That's my top tip for playing as a demo. Shoot into groups, keep your team safe, don't overdo it. It's not necessary. Firebug. Now, the Firebug also, top tip I can give here is stay with the chalk and burn for quite some time. Save up money until you can buy the microwave straight away, because the microwave is an awesome gun. Other than that, you can just use the chalk and burn and just keep everyone nice and crispy, and you keep them weak so that your team uses less ammo. Now, this is something I can also say for the Demolitionist, because he shoots into groups. With other words, it might take a commando a whole clip magazine to clear out that same group, where it takes the Demolitionist one bullet to clear out the whole group. Okay? I'm just using that as a quick example. I'm not saying the commander has to empty a whole clip on a group. I'm just using it as an example that the Demolitionist makes that your team uses less ammo as well by taking out groups of Zs. Now the Firebug, he only needs to burn everyone. Just spread the damage, stay with the chalk and burn until you can buy the microwave gun straight away. Now, Gunslinger. I mentioned this in the Gunslinger's video as well. Don't always go for your dual pistols. Yes, it is nice to have it. Yes, it does cost double. You see the problem? Yes, it is less reloading. Secondly, as I play my Gunslinger, I've already got the faster reload. So, you know, it's about compromising a little bit. Get the Desert Eagle. Save up your first lot of money. Sell one of your revolvers at the beginning. Get the Desert Eagle. Buy some ammo for the Desert Eagle. Alright? And then when you've saved up enough money, then get the 50 caliber, or the 500 as I like calling them. And then if there's plentiful money, then you can start getting dual pistols and extra pistols, and then maybe a medic pistol as well. As you can see, also I took the Uber ammo, which makes that in Z time you don't use any ammo, which is quite nice because you save money that way as well. Just remember to use it. Top tip for Sharpshooter. Do a lot of damage so that you know with that one shot you are going to give, whatever you are shooting at is dead. Alright? Because the Winchester doesn't cost that much. It's ammo, but you also don't want to be stuck with that Winchester on Hell on Earth difficulty, because you will die and you will die quickly. This is also something I can show you guys quickly. Now, I'm not going to play this whole thing, so don't get too excited. But I want to show you guys, I've got the 2 extra damage skills for the Winchester. And I just want to show you that the Winchester pretty much one-shots anything. Yes, I am the only player here, but if there's a few more players, it doesn't matter. It still one-shots stuff.
Never could get my
So I'm
head
just
around
gonna
snow.
see if I can fire off like 10 shots just to give you guys the idea of hell on earth, and you'll see how quickly these Zeds get you as well. Okay, there's our first one. Oops, miss. See, that's a chest shot, and he was dead with the first one. I'm waiting actually for a gore fast.
Like that? Bullseye.
And as you can see, on hell on earth difficulty, I am killing them with the Winchester, effectively.
A decent beginning. Let's call that your warm-up.
But where's the gore fast?
Rip 'em to pieces.
I want to show you that I actually kill him. Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Let go.
Okay, well, I got him with a headshot. I know it doesn't really count, but just trust me, a body shot with the Winchester on the gore fast on hell on earth difficulty will kill him. Now the point that I'm trying to get at is it will save ammo, and saving ammo will save money because you do a lot of damage as well. As you saw the bloat, if you can get 1 or 2 headshots on him, it will save a lot of ammo for your team, hence saving money overall. Alright, that is the quickest tips I can give you guys for right here in the menu screen mostly. Now I'm just going to mention some of the other tips just in general. Firstly, as I said in one of my previous videos, crouch and shoot. Get into that routine of crouching and shooting. The reason is your cursor, you will see it goes smaller, so you are more accurate. So it means you don't have to aim down your sights so much, which means effectively you are doing the following. You are becoming more accurate. Alright, firstly, you are not limiting your view range. With other words, things can't flank you as easily. Alright. Thirdly, when you are in your sights, you move slower, except if you're a gunslinger and you've got that skill, that shoot and scoot or whatever it's called. So your fight or flight time is much shorter, much faster. Alright, just remember to hit the crouch button again, otherwise you are going to be slow. But it's something that you get used to and you get into that routine of using it. And you will see you will be more accurate, you'll do more damage, you'll get more headshots, which will save ammo. Other thing, your healing device, your healing syringe that you've got in your hand, if you press Q, you use the whole syringe to heal yourself for 20 hit points. Alright? If you use it on a teammate, you only use 50% of it, but you heal him for 20 hit points. So you only use 50% of it. So when that 50% recharges, you can heal someone else. So it's more effective in this game to heal other people and not to heal yourself. Okay? So do that. It is very important. I see a lot of people not doing it. And on Suicidal and on Hell on Earth, your teammates die mostly because of that. So do that, learn to do that from normal difficulty. It will improve your later game in Killing Floor 2, and then the difficulty levels won't affect you as much. Now, this is probably the biggest tip I can ever give you guys for playing Killing Floor 2. Stick together. I'm going to bundle a few things up in this sticking together. Firstly, assign a leader. For instance, let's say this is a stupid example, but let's say there's 5 berserkers and 1 field medic. Alright? Designate, for instance, the field medic. He is your point of interest, and everybody stays close to him. So everybody every now and again looks around, sees, okay, the medic is here, I'm still okay here, and we are fighting around the medic. Okay. that guy can be your support guy, the leader, the guy that you guys are going to follow. Usually he is the one directing which way you guys should go, because on Hell on Earth it also helps to keep moving. Don't be in one place too long, because you get overpowered very quickly. So he's the one that determines which way everyone is going to go, and everybody needs to stick with him. Alright, so stick together, because remember, if you get isolated from your group, that your survivability goes down drastically, because you can't fend off so many Zeds coming at you so quickly. Especially if there's an enraged Skrake or a fleshbound roaming around, they eat you up for breakfast. Alright, that is probably the biggest tip. And then with him being the leader, you need someone that is the tail gunner. I usually do it as the berserker. With other words, you are the guy that's right at the back of the group, keeping the horde of Zeds arm's length away from your team. And I usually do that with the berserker class, because the berserker is quite tough. He can take quite a few hits and they can't get grabbed. Where if it's somebody else, like a support guy or whatever, if he's reloading and a clot grabs him, he's stuck there. Nobody's going to react quick enough to save him. And as you saw now on Hell on Earth, how quickly my health dropped, it's just there's not enough time to react. So that is, how can I say, one of my top tips for playing Killing Floor 2 and surviving as a group. Just within that, while you guys are moving as a group, usually close to the end when there's 1 or 2 Zeds left, someone always says get to the trader. It's a good thing to do all of the time, because sometimes someone might be very far away from the trader and just get there in time, and then he doesn't have enough time to get back to the group wherever you guys are deciding to hold up, if you are holding up somewhere. So that reminds everyone, okay, get to the trader. Everybody starts making their way there. It just saves time. On stages like Cube, for instance, when you are right on top and the trader is right at the bottom, it might take you like 30 to 40 seconds to get from the top to all the way to the bottom, and then you need to get back up again while there's a lot of Zeds spawning. So it just limits the chance of you getting stuck and caught and then killed. Alright? And remember, if a player dies and he drops his weapon, his nice weapon or whatever weapon it might be, that's money lost. And remember, you can only lose so much money in a game before your game is actually over. Then you don't have enough money to fight the boss. So always keep that in mind. Yeah. That is pretty much all the tips I can think about now to give you guys. And a lot of it's good and a lot of it is stuff that you guys will need to practice. Especially moving as a group. It helps to, if you are maybe 2 or 3 guys that are on voice, because it makes your time to interact and inform one another much faster. Just a last thing that just popped into my head now is concerning fleshbounds. On Hell on Earth difficulty and on Suicidal, fleshbounds really become strong. They become faster, so they're on top of your crew much faster. And a fleshbound will, without you shooting him, he will eventually go into rage mode after he's seen someone. It only takes a few seconds. As higher the difficulty goes, the less time before he goes into a rage mode. Whenever you can, focus as a team on killing a fleshbound. That is also a very important tip, because they are really made to destroy your team, and that is it. They will do that if you don't focus on them, and if your demolitionist isn't doing his part, because you can start a Hell on Earth game after you've watched this video, and go and fight a fleshbound, and you will see he's really got a bad temper. Even one-on-one, if you're playing single player Hell on Earth, go and face a fleshbound, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He's mad as hell. And now, just remember, if there's like 6 of you guys and you are isolated alone fighting a 6-man strength fleshbound by yourself, the chances are you are going to draw the short end of the stick with him. I hope this is helping you guys. As always, stay safe, and see you guys next time.